following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
I don't know. But we're going to have a look at this place.
The number of drive trails. We've followed the drive trails. It's either here or it's not here.
Trish didn't mention any other structures on the planet, so...
It's ideal that we seize the base before confronting the ships. Hopefully we can pull that off.
It might be in the hill.
Okay, I'm going to approach for a closer look. By the time I get there, you should be approaching my overlook position. Ow. Right, I approach for a closer look.
How close are you wanting to get to, like, the closest part of the structure?
Very.
Can I get that in feet or meters to get a...
My intention is to proceed until I can touch the building.
Ah, okay then.
But, again, if I see anything sus, I'm going to stop and crouch behind a convenient rock that will be there.
Okay, yeah.
I gave him a very nice picture of painting Royce. I'm sure I can get a convenient rock.
It's time to little break this little thing out.
Just hit pause on this. And resuming.
Oh, actually, before I do that, I will get you to make one more spot check, actually. Because there might be something you can say. Oh, the hill's down here off the bottom, by the way.
23.
Okay.
So we're approaching from that direction, are we?
Yes.
You're approaching from Logan's coming from this angle, the hill's down
Cool.
below it off the thing. You can just make out a door there.
I'm still going to go to where I was going.
Okay.
Because the building's shape is more interesting in that direction, implying I might be able to see some things going on, whereas the others seem very bluff, flat, robust, solid.
We'll see when I'm done with it.
You get over and you literally touch that part of the building.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Peering around the next corner, is it? You just see more building. You just kind of see that step formation of building. No doors,
No windows?
no windows.
People.
This is-
No cameras. Okay, then I'll
This-
do a proper lean around.
This,
and
no,
look.
you're right up close. It's like the structure of this building kind of reminds you of like the hull of a ship, the way it's actually what it comprises of.
So it's made out of like a ceramic metallic structure.
Yeah, it's like and it's quite. You can kind of see like, oh, this is obviously why my radar couldn't penetrate it. It's quite
Girthy.
girthy. Yeah.
A ship hull would be good for a planet like this.
Yeah. I'll carry on around this way that I'm going.
Okay.
Checking for cameras as I go.
Yeah, smart check.
18.
Don't see any cameras.
Maybe they couldn't afford cameras that would survive in the heat.
So far, I don't see anything spectacular. The structure appears to be made out of almost like a starship hull.
Makes sense. It could survive the heat of re-entry. It could survive on this planet.
Any access to the roof?
Not yet, but I can walk up walls. So if that's a thing, then that'll be a thing.
It's not even that tall. It's only a one-story.
Oh!
Slightly taller than one-story.
Oh,
building.
in my mind, this thing was like maybe 2 stories tall. Like,
Well, it's probably 1.5 stories tall, but it looks like it's one.
okay. Yeah, I'll just keep going and like get around it like until there is something. I'll just every corner I'll just use the mirror first to check.
So yeah, then there's nothing you see here, and then you come around this bit, and then there's the big sort of hill down on the bottom here.
I want to have a look at that hill. Like, does it look like that's been hollowed out? Are there accesses into it, entryways, giant big hangar doors?
He's mentioned it like 4 times.
Yeah, it's a significant feature.
Pretty sus.
Ooh, this is a number on my die. 21.
Well, the thing you notice as you get closer to... How close are you getting, actually? Cause
To the hill?
Yeah.
Like, presuming there's no windows and no doors and no people, I'm just going to keep with the wall and get, as close as.
Okay, as you get closer, you notice... That's weird. When the hill touches the south part of the building, it's just suddenly, ends and is directly vertical flush with the building itself.
Is that weird, or did they just dig it out that way, though?
But
So it's like this hill is sloping down towards.
Oh, you mean the whole side of the hill just goes like...
It gets to about roof height, and then it goes down where the wall of the building is. Like it's just flush right with it.
And that's not just where it meets the building, that's all the way across the hill.
No, it's only where it meets the building, does it?
Well, that's not very weird.
And then it does slope down to the ground where it doesn't meet
It's
the
built
building.
into the hill.
So it's built into the hill. Right.
And then, but you also notice there's this almost looks like a line where the hill meets the ground.
I'm going to take pictures. And I'm going to send the pictures to my team.
Okay.
Is the hill actually a hill?
I'm not willing to go touch it to find out.
it could be some kind of weird cloaking technology to hide the ship.
Camouflage.
Yeah.
Civics. Tachankan Krogan stuff.
Okay.
I roll my Krogan.
17 and 23. Do I know if Krogan tend to prefer to build things like hangars, vehicle bays, and such underground on Tuchanka to keep it out of the weather, that sort of thing? Would I therefore think that this might be an either excavated or artificial hill that they are using to store their shit?
On Tuchanka, they do use caverns and holes in the environment to their advantage. Yeah.
So I'm trying to parlay that into: is this a thing they tend to do when they go to other places that are not pleasant? Is it their go-to reflex?
Not necessarily, but they have been known to sometimes, if they see an advantage like that, they will tend to take. They won't necessarily look for it, but if they come across something like that, they will quite often go, "We can use this to our advantage," and take advantage of it.
Right. Okay. So that's more helpful.
I'd like to roll knowledge technology. So if I could think of a device or a system that might camouflage a ship in a way that it might appear like a cliff or something like that.
I mean, is the hill big enough for that ship?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
28.
There are camouflaged, usually used by the military. There have been camouflaged, essentially large complex tarpaulins that look like the environment they're in.
Do they
That
give
are used
off
to cover.
any kind of reading we could scan for? Or any kind of identifying way?
It'd be
Without-
kind of pointless if they did.
Well, maybe you have to be real close for it. Some way we could identify it without, now that we have knowledge that it might be something like that, without
You want me to
obviously
fire off an
compromising
active
ourselves.
scan so close to the enemy?
No.
So the hill, is it a big hill?
Big hill.
Or does it look like you could park a size ship there, or two ships, with cover?
I suspect it opens up.
It would be, if a ship of the size that Zalo detected it was likely to be, would only just fit in there.
To one
Unless
ship.
they stacked them. And
Right.
we're
I'm
underground.
going to use my scope, and I'm looking for a seam. Because if this is a big secret to ship hangar, it's either going to pull back or open up. And since this is a science fiction game-based world, it's going to do that one because it looks cool. I don't think I'm going to make this. 12.
The only seam you see
This is the one on the ground.
is the one on where it meets the ground, where the
Aye.
mountain doesn't seem to naturally flow into the surface
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'm going to walk up the wall.
of the building.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on the roof now.
Can you disable the guns?
That's where I'm going.
You're up on the roof. Yeah. Bet they can probably see you on the roof if they're not too far away. Unless you are, you'd be still close.
No, I can't. I can't
was gonna
afford
say
to
so.
cloak for that long. I can't afford my cloak. God, I guess I'm not buying that anytime soon either. Thanks, lab boy.
It's actually an upgrade for stealth cloaking. I can research.
Yeah, but I need it now.
Who needs it now, sir?
I actually don't. It's just I feel it's fairer to waste that money on it because that way I can literally stay cloaked for extended periods of time, and it's not draining tactical cloak or tech points. Just so that is a 27. There.
To
Spot check for baddies, cameras, security systems, the things that will
Snafu.
raise little exclamation marks above Russians.
the only things you can see are these guys in the distance watching, and the guns that that are up on the roof with you.
I sidle up to the guns.
Mm-hmm.
I examine them. I look at them.
Okay.
I appreciate them for what they are.
Mm-hmm.
You guys could probably come up. There doesn't seem to be any detector ring going on, although I would suggest everyone double check my camera detection scans because, we have missed things before. And while they're doing that, I will look at the guns. How could they be disabled and made to not go with my... Yeah, I don't actually know what I'm adding to it yet, but with the thing...
Tactics
Tactics. That's a number I have.
or repair.
I'm going to go with repair. It's a way biglier number. Like, way biglier.
Good stat to have, Big Leo.
Yes, so that now becomes 27.
Okay. Explosives could destroy them.
I don't want to destroy them. I want to disable them.
Disable them, yeah.
So we can get...
Or / use them.
Yeah.
You would, if you wanted to disable them properly, you would have to get inside and do it from inside the building.
So I can't, they've got on their mounts, I can't, jam the mounts so they can't turn.
I was going to say, you can do things to jam the mounts, or you can even do things to block the barrels. But as far as actually just turning them off, you'd have to get inside.
Crazy blood cliffs all the
Zolo.
place. Lovely.
Zolo,
Coffee.
I need you over here. We need to jam these guns so they can't turn or move.
That should be easy.
Yes, it should be.
I'm
But
on
I
it.
want some help.
Where's covering the door?
Well, I'll handle covering from here, but you're asking Zalo to climb up there, right?
I'm asking Zolo to grab hold of my rope so I can pull him up.
Oh, the door has no windows, by the way, for reference.
And just man him up.
Fuck, he's so fat today, he fucking weighs heaps.
It's because of the 1.5.
Oh, that's what they all say.
Oh yeah, that's me too. I put on 1.5 gravity. I mean,
That damn gravity.
Apparently I'm from a 6G world.
yo. So I suppose it was a strength check to, or are you pulling yourself up, or is Logan pulling you up?
1.5 Gs. Better be helping.
It's a strength check for him if he's pulling you up. It's a strength check for you if you're pulling yourself up.
Why can't
Both.
both be happening at the same time?
Oh, that's using your ass. That's thinking with your ass.
Uh-huh. Straight strength.
I was going to say, might I use climb? but it's the same as my strength bonus.
11.
Let's see what he gets.
1. You roll a 1. You
You're the one. I'm not using my 20.
You fall halfway down. You fall onto the.
Meanwhile, standing there with the binoculars.
man.
Oh!
No, climb up.
This is why I need jump
I was going to make a listen check for inhabitants, and then I realised the walls are too thick. There's
Yeah,
no
you
way
specifically fucked us on that, and now
Yes.
it's fucking you!
So, do I take any kind of damage?
Only to your pride.
You fell 3/4 of a
Only
story.
if you roll again and it's another 1.
What did I do
Get
again?
at least some 5.
It's a 3.
Yeah.
It's not a 1. Now I would like to reattempt to climb up. Oh.
Attaboy. He's trying again.
There we go. 16.
19.
There you go.
Yeah, look, didn't he have an ascension gun or something?
I do. It's an ascension gun. The winch would probably burn out trying to... Oh no, if it can carry me, it can carry you. But I was using rope, not that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty from when he did the descent onto the roof of the thing. I'm pretty sure you had a grapnel line.
That was just one of our gravitic
That's a
lines.
gravitic grapple.
Oh, my poor Quarian back. Right, where are these turrets?
They're right fucking there. Look at them. Now we want to jam them so they can, so they can still shoot, but they can't turn or elevate. Meaning they can only shoot in the direction they're pointing right now.
Do we want to be able to
That's
fix
where
it?
they are, by the way, the circles.
Yeah, we want to be able to get them later for us. So no permanent damage you can't fix on your own time.
Well, I can do it. The concern is going to be that when I start doing it to 1, I'm probably going to need my torch for it. They're going to notice, presumably.
Well, that's the other thing, we don't want them to know we've done it. I was thinking of jamming it or welding the pivots in place. We can always repair that, fix it up in the machine shop later.
I can definitely weld the pivots, and we'll be taking a slight gamble on how dense their sensors are.
Put a remote explosive on each of them that we can detonate if they manage to wrench it free and start using it.
That's smart.
Yeah, I know.
You said that about anything to do with explosives. You're gonna like add explosives to that, smart.
Yeah, smart.
Got a birthday cake.
Take explosives and
Explosives.
add more explosives.
Explosives, packed around with its own gunpowder wise.
So I would like to use my
Dipped
laser
explosive,
torch
sweating its
for
own trinitrotoluene.
welding as opposed to the complete destruction it's capable of. 150 points of
I'm
damage.
sorry, Zalo. I mean, I know you love destruction to
I
the full
know.
extent.
It hurts my soul to have to use it to make a repair check as opposed to just annihilate everything in
Who'd
front
have
of me.
thought you'd use a welding torch to repair things?
Did you say those are your instruments of destruction?
Your tools of power play?
A violent eruption?
Well, you're a
System
Quarian. You're
strips
on top
away.
of it. You're cutting it with your torch. Is it in fact a ship hull or a building?
Yeah, actually, while I set to work, I would like to make a whatever roll that is, because I can't immediately think of it, and I just hope it's repair.
Architecture?
It would be something ships, which is always repair.
Architecture?
So I'll make that first before I start fiddling with the turrets.
I can't wait to start making rolls on my 14 points in millinery.
What's a millinary?
Hat making.
Oh, good.
I don't actually have that.
Turian sausage hats don't help themselves.
Yeah, you need a pig. God, Invictian war pigs. Fuck.
32.
Like
Is
little
this
pink hand grenades
fat
that shoot out
ship
their
hull?
bristly hairs at near light
Same
near speed
material.
of sound.
And they've repurposed it for base building in some way. So
God.
does it seem kind of like ad hoc in the way pirates might build a base?
It's fairly If it is, it's very fastidiously, carefully done. So it's not.
This
rough.
could be a base left over from the Krogan rebellion.
Yeah.
The Krogans repurpose things like bosses.
That's good stuff. Nice workmanship.
Can't wait to add it to my list of possessions.
The entire base.
Well, I'll take a fifth.
Be 37 to disable the first
Yeah,
turret
yes,
via welding of its
And since
mantlets.
I'm the war leader of this group, I'm entitled to a
Sorry.
tenth of that fifth.
37
Fifth.
to disable the first turret via the welding of its mantlets.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, you won't know until they try and use it, but it looks good. You don't think that's going to be turning?
Then I'll just sort of lean over to the side and look at the other turrets. Are they like turning this way?
They're anti-air turrets. We'd hear it.
Yeah, there'll be a big.
It's for us watching for the door.
On to the next one.
Chief, hurry up and drive your warthog across the beach and turn off that turret by shooting rockets into its glowing clitoris.
23 for the second one.
Don't let Cat drive.
Force aren't allowed.
Who?
Force aren't allowed. Fours continue to be not allowed. Okay, yeah, that's allowed.
Did you break the code?
29, and yes, I rolled a 12. It's only allowed to be a
I don't think
one
it's a
or
thing
20.
anymore.
No, it stopped.
This season, we haven't really had the fours suddenly become a 5 or a 3 thing.
And I told you cheating would be a good idea. It's like in Tim's 27 volume $39.99 each VHS How to Win at D&D games catalog that I ordered. What a great investment, right?
Don't cheat. I don't cheat.
Yes, it's 29 to weld up the third gun.
Okay.
There we go. They won't be doing anything.
Good. Now let's go inside the base.
How big is the base? Well, the front, because you pasted it out.
Sure I did.
I'll replace the power pack on the cutting torch.
Because it is.
Also, I have a sensor package that could probably just tell me.
Yeah, but to have it, you still would.
I don't know. I like technology a lot.
It is pretty sweet.
Saves me moving.
Technology is how you get explosives. Well, that's smart.
TNT. Deep fried in oil. Wrapped in gunpowder. Smart. Black powder ignite a fuse. Smart. TNT and TNT and TNT and TNT and TNT.
It's around. Oh, wait, there was one down here. Sorry. I mean, it's a cross shape basically, but it's roughly 300 feet.
Oh, that's actually.
It's a big base.
Yeah, we're going to be at this for weeks.
Yep.
Small
Okay.
ships, they go down like, I don't know, something that goes down easily. Sorry.
Dude.
But
What?
I didn't say all Asari.
You implied it heavily.
Yeah, but
Yes.
there are more rule than exceptions.
Tessa's going to be very
Have
disappointed.
you not met the humans?
Yeah, I met them. You could say that. I reached out and touched a couple.
From a great distance.
Pop. Skibidi pop pop. Happy now? There's only one door in, right?
From what you can see, yes.
Well, since we can see every side of the building, and except for the hill, there's only
where-
one
where
door in.
it's- Yeah, you can't see anything where it's right up against the hill, but yeah.
It's a secret.
All right. Let's go down and meet the group. Looks like there's one door in, so things are probably going to get really loud really quick. Rover will be happy.
Me too.
yay!
Yay,
Close quarters inside with friends.
Zolo will be there too.
I'm looking forward to this, assuming I survive the drop.
I'm going to let you down on the rope.
There's always a chance.
Well, it is around your neck.
Do you want me to make you make
Why
roll?
stop?
He touched the rope
I
and
wasn't
smelled
going to
it.
make you roll, but if you keep insisting that you had to roll to get to the ground,
Do it. Do it.
it's not gambling.
No, but it's his kryptonite.
It's gambling
climbing.
with his life.
Why do I feel like my teammates deal with the most damage?
Because we do. Except for that thing where you like not stand in cover at all and get shot a lot.
I was in cover. I just happened
After
to
you
also
smoke
get
out the
shot.
one person with the best firing angles and all the heavy weapons.
I was stopping Tiala from getting lit up. I'm assuming they would aim for Tiala. What? She's a biotic.
They don't know that.
Well, she's an Asari. Of course she's a biotic.
They didn't know she was a Surrey. We were insuited.
I suppose.
She could have been a Drow or a
Batarian.
And a Vanti bike.
She could have been a Pro Tour cyclist. You don't know.
Prothean cyclist?
Pro Tour.
You know.
Prothean cyclists would be incredibly slow.
That's what I was thinking. This.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
I'll get you, Javik. You will not win this tour. This isn't how Protheans sound.
Yeah, Citadel elevators are notoriously slow because they hid the loading times in elevators.
Yeah.
And it was on the Xbox, and Xboxes are shit. But on PC, I could barely get through news segments before the doors were opening. I had to get that mod that deliberately spaced out the loading areas so you could hear the news.
That's weird, because I thought it always loaded the news all the way through, even if it was already loaded the level.
Yeah, but the news would still be playing when the door opens and you could go out.
Oh,
the
okay.
news hadn't stopped,
Yeah.
so you could just charge on out. And I was like, no, let's have some traditional Mass Effect feel about this. Anyway.
Yeah, I also do not want to roll. Thank you.
Come on.
So everybody's gathered at the
Height
door,
straight.
is it?
Yeah. There's not really any other way in us that I can see unless we want to walk around that big hill.
I could always make us an entrance.
I would like to try and not be noticed. For all we know, this is a building full of nuns and orphans seeking refuge from the tribulations of the galaxy.
We've got no indication this is where we are meant to be.
I suppose.
So we go in, we get fired upon, then we fire back.
To be fair, then they'd be defending themselves against home invaders.
Just go and ask for some sugar.
Gotcha. Open the door.
Before he does that, I'm going to at least be like Revenant check, heat meter. Not good.
Maybe they have air conditioning.
Hey, they did solve the heating problem on that. That's why it's such an expensive, highly sought after, rare collectible, warlord only mega gun that you can buy for 1,700 credits.
They haven't
Well,
fixed the Claymore yet, apparently.
At least the one thing I know is while I'm using overkill, it won't overheat. That's about
That's good to know.
Overkill is
Yeah.
very strong.
Door opens. There's like
It's not even locked.
There's like a little airlock area.
Okay. Go in.
Also in.
Check the cameras.
Okay,
What the?
I'm not even going to make you roll.
Okay.
It's such a small space, like, there's no point letting you roll. If there was cameras, you'd see them.
Private comm to Tiala. There's no cameras. No defenses so far. I'm gonna really bad. I mean, they have to know someone's gonna come looking, right?
I don't like this.
Me neither. This has got trap sensations. Do you want to stay one door behind us?
I'm going to...
Surprise biotics would be a hell of a...
Yep.
Okay, so let us cycle through the airlock first, and then you come get us if we...
Roger that.
Tiala's gonna stay behind. I don't like the feeling of this trap-like environment.
rat trap.
Could be. And a biotic would be a hell of a thing to come in, so... Stay alert. We'll cycle the airlock.
Okay. The next door, or
Yeah.
it's locked?
Not in any real way.
Damn. It's decryption, right?
I believe so. That's 40.
That is very not.
34?
No, it's only 30.
Xandaros, motherfucker.
I could tell the way he was acting. It's like, it's going to be a...
No, I was actually like, I had a brief brain fart where I was like, wait, is it 34? That doesn't seem like a number I should be getting to with this roll. Well, let me add these numbers up again one by one.
Was as